So last weekend I saw this documentary called Leviathan. It was made in 2012 by English director Lucien Casey-Taylor and French director Verena Paravel. The film gained critical acclaim from the National Society of Film Critics and was given the Experimental Film Award in the same year of its release. With the success of the project, Casey-Taylor and Paravel can be sure to chalk themselves up on the board for one of the purest examples of direct cinema through their use of formal techniques and representational strategies within Leviathan. Casey-Taylor and Paravel released their film through the Sensory Ethnographic Lab at Harvard University. It should also be noted that knowing what sensory ethnographic means is pretty important, especially if you're recording a video, to explain what sensory ethnographic means. To break it down, sensory means transmitted or received by the senses, while ethnographic is the account of life in a particular social system. Therefore, pretty pictures plus people equals the Sensory Ethnographic Lab. This style of filming takes after the ideas put forth by Andre Bazin. Long takes and minimal editing are some of the basic ideas for filming absolute nature. Each shot in Leviathan ranges from 2 to 5 minutes, with cuts only advancing the film rather than to direct the viewer's eye. Leviathan is captured strictly on GoPros, which makes for each shot to be a shaky and nausea-inducing adventure for the viewer. Like seriously, in scenes like this, and like this, and this, I felt like I was being dragged by a rope with a camera taped to my hand. However, this is exactly the types of shots that pave the way for the dark and airy truth of the film. Leviathan takes on the most basic forms of direct cinema in terms of how it represents the information with its fly-on-the-wall approach. In his book, History of Documentary, Bill Nichols calls his approach the observational mode. He says, the concept of direct cinema is that the best way to see truth is to view it without any involvement or influence, or in other words, following the action and not provoking it. During the filming of Leviathan, the filmmakers attached GoPros to the chests and heads of the crew members as well as themselves. They then had the crew go on with their work as if they weren't there, often causing the directors to have to dodge swinging metal arms and slippery ship decks, which could have very well thrown them overboard. As opposed to cinema verite, where the filmmaker actively participates to create the truth, direct cinema allows the events on the camera to unfold the truth. It is commonly agreed upon that the reality in direct cinema pre-exists and is not created by the filmmaker. In an interview about the movie, Casey-Taylor and Paravel cited the Herman Melville novel Moby Dick as a huge inspiration, saying that they wanted to show mankind's ancient relationship with the sea. Because of the dark and lonely aesthetics of the film, Leviathan reveals to us this relationship as being grungy, dangerous, and difficult. This scene at minute 35 of the film acts as a testament to the truth of the film. The shot contains nothing more than an extreme close-up of a man smoking, but the truth lies deeper within the representation of the shot. As we progress through the clip, he takes a drag of his cigarette and wipes the beads of sweat that run down his face, while his eyes look almost saddened as he stares off into the distance. In several other clips, the workers move quickly with every action they do, knowing that one mistake can mean the injury of themselves or another. As you can see, Leviathan assures us of its nature as one of the purest forms of direct cinema. With long, nauseating takes and gloomy aesthetics, it's fair to say that the film proves to us the harsh, dark relationship between man and sea.